My name is Naoko Bold. I am storytelling about my family with Christianity, journey to home. Christianity is our gift, my parents used to say. I could even say it is why I am here before you today. My introduction story begins in Chinnampo, North Korea, at tip of Russia in 1945. That's the map. My father was a manager in canned food production at the Kanebo Company from Japan in North Korea. Our housing area was a higher level. We are looking down in the forest. I was 4 years old, getting up in the morning. I went to the playground in front of our house with my shaggy dog. I climbed up a slide and slide down, just one, then stood to face the forest. I listened to cackle bird. Cackle, and echo come back, cackle, and every direction, cackle, cackle, in the clear air with the forest in all directions. Cackle bird sound is only in the morning until 10 a.m. My father was friendly to the Ruske. Ruske means a Russian soldier in the area with the Ruske. My father went pheasant hunting. The group of Ruske came to my house to bring Russian food, which very different from Japanese food. Yellow rice, a lot of butter, and very rich food. And my mother made Japanese food. Then all Ruske made big circle and Russian dance. Music on accordion, like a Russian dance. Big party with all the neighbors clapping hands. Then, when Hiroshima was bombed, our transportation and the communication with Japan completely stopped. The anti-Japanese movement started in North Korea. Very dangerous to Japanese men. My father was captured and released the following day. We must get out the town tonight, he said. My parents had been storing and preparing food all summer for a long journey. The sweet potato and the squash are cooked and sun-dry. A fig and the persimmon are sun-dry. The dry sardine and the seaweed are salted and sun-dry. We safely packed with wax paper with our supplement. We had to get out to the town of the countryside. Ruske guard were around, so we had to be very, very quiet. Early September in North Korea was warm during the day, but night was cold, sometimes freezing, so we had to bundle up. Suddenly, we are in the dark countryside. We see a clear sky and bright stars sparkling all over the sky. My oldest brother pointed to the North Star. That's the North Star. We are moving in that direction. Toward the border, we are moving to the end of South Korea and reaching Busan. The boat is waiting for us. We are all 8 together. My father was 50 years old. My mother was 43. My grandmother was 66. The oldest brother was 25. My 14 years old brother, my 10 years old my sister, and I'm 4. My youngest brother was 2 years old. 8 of us total. My other 2 sisters, 23 and 20, are traveling with group of the Japanese company. My grandmother had osteoporosis, was bent over and used a cane. Her eyesight was poor at night, and she would walk off the path. My middle brother had to watch and pull Grandma this way, and pull back her back to us. We don't see people at house, but out of nowhere, an inspection guard house show up, and we have to go in and they check out belongings. This happened 3 times total. As we travel, we don't see people or housing. We walk through the beautiful flat plain. We slept in the daytime inside the cemetery and then kept moving. Suddenly we see a 1-foot opening in the ground and hear water running, tin, 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 the underground. It is clear drinking water. We are happy to have many chances of running water in North Korea. Still, in a clear, far away air, we could hear far away, could hear the dog crying, pain, somebody beating. I had to cover my ear. They eat dog. At midnight, after I don't know how many days, we reached the north-south borderline Korea. We had to go to a tall wooden house for an inspection. When we were down, they said, "You go. Go down to the river. How deep, we don't know. We had to figure it out. And we made it. We are soaking wet. Water was about around here. My father's and brother's side. So now we are in South Korea. After a few hours of walking in the morning light, we noticed South Korea is much warmer, with no beautiful grass, green tree, or bushes. We are on a bare ground. The mountains have no trees. Suddenly, we can hear many children laughing, screaming happily, and playing on a river with red clay water. Moving closer to town, my parents noticed 2 men following us. Mother thought they wanted to steal our belongings. Almost reaching the city, my mother confronted the 2 men, asking, "Why are you following us?" They said, "You have many children." Then they pointed to me. "We take care of the little girl you have so that you can provide more food to other kids." My mother was so angry, furious, and told us we must stick closer together to protect me. In Korean culture, men cannot harm another man's wife, so it was safest for my mom to be the one to confront them, and she spoke Korean. We entered a town near Seoul. It was a large population and very crowded. In the street, 2 men were still behind us, and we felt unsafe and confused. We needed a safe place to stay tonight. My brother was looking for someone, a local trustworthy person. He approached the 3 men and asked, "Is there a Catholic church in town?" He was told, "We don't have a church, but we are gathering, praying, and following the Bible weekly." Then my brother explained our situation. We'd like to have a very safety place to sleep tonight. And he showed our family treasure of the Jesus, the wood carving this side of Jesus, by a well-known Korean artist. All the men were big surprised, and one man pointed, "Look, that hill. Go there, and you will see the one house where many bad things happen. So it is empty right now. Don't answer it if somebody knocks on the door. You, and I exchange password, and only then should you open the door. the past daylight and the pitch dark night. We were starving. Many hours passed. Then we started hearing the voice of men and women's conversation from far downhill and closer to this house. And door knock, exchange password, that he opened the door. The 5 men and women brought hot Korean dishes for our families. After that meal, my brother was in missionary school for 2 years. He led a prayer and song to everyone in the house. It was a very magical evening. The next day was beautiful sunny. They left a basket full of green apple by the door. We a few more days journeyed to Busan. When walking through farmland, exceptional in vegetable field, there are many women who we knew were Japanese because of what they are wearing. Why are you staying here? Let's go home. Come with us. The woman said her husband died in the war, and her son too. She does not have anybody in Japan. Those people are my family. When we reached Busan, we saw the large cargo ship and many Japanese people coming from the other side of Asia were undernourished and very skinny. We stayed a few more days on a ship at Busan, and the ship reached Fukuoka, Japan. Then we took a train about 1.5 hours to city of Yahata, and my mother's sister's house we stayed for a little while. Then my father found the house. 2 sisters arrived a couple of weeks later. We are all united in our family. This is the end.